Let's begin this hour in Lagos, where the new terminal at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport is now ready for use. The facility is also expected to handle 20 million passengers a year. Earlier today, President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned the facility as part of activities lined up for his one-day working visit to Lagos. The new terminal comprises of a 4-story main terminal building, 3-story finger building, 2-story cargo terminal building, and 82,925 square meters apron and external as well as ancillary works. It also has 60 sets of check-in counters and 7 boarding bridges.
This event is an eloquent testimony to the strong commitment of our administration to the development of world-class infrastructure across all sectors of the Nigerian economy. Our continuous investment in the building of long-lasting infrastructure in the aviation, road and rail transportation, agriculture, telecommunications, and other critical sectors is yielding massive results, and the people of Nigeria are now increasingly attesting to benefiting from the associated dividends. Starting from the year 2015, when we commenced our first tenure in office as government, we have been deliberate and consistent in identifying and investing in critical projects that will improve the standard of living of our people, as well as contribute immensely to our growth and development as a nation.
Also, the president commissioned a $2.5 billion Dangote Fertiliser Plant in the Ibeju-Lekki area of Lagos. According to the president, the project is in line with government's drive to ensure food sufficiency in the country. The event was well attended by political, traditional and religious leaders, key members of the private sector from various parts of the country, including the host governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The Dangote Fertiliser Plant is Africa's largest granulated urea fertilizer complex, which occupies 500 hectares of land in the Lekki Free Trade Zone and was built at about $2.5 billion. Away from that, in Abuja, a regional meeting on the peaceful application of nuclear technology among African countries is ongoing. The forum, hosted by the Nigeria Atomic Energy Commission, aims to scale up the acceptance of nuclear technology in various areas of human development. Sufficiency reports.
Experts in nuclear science and technology converge in Abuja to share knowledge and tools for applying nuclear technology for peaceful purposes. Nuclear technology is being applied in various aspects of technology, including healthcare, animal production, food and nutrition, as well as radiation safety. But the negative impact of nuclear technology continues to pose a stumbling block to its acceptability.
We can be able to use this technology to come up with a variety of crops, for example, through breeding mutation, that they would be able to sort of withstand this salinity or drought or water stress as well.
In hosting the forum, Nigeria seeks to scale up the level of acceptance of the technology for peaceful purposes.
You know, in implementation of nuclear science and technology, there are 3 major gaps. 1, you have to have the requisite manpower, human capital development. 2, you have to have the funding mechanism for you to implement the programs. And then 3, we have to have acceptability of the technology itself.
The overall objective of the meeting is to ensure that Africa is not left behind in effective use of nuclear technology. At the end of the day, the forum hopes to scale up the acceptability of the application of nuclear science and technology for peaceful purposes. Sifon Asian, TVC News, Abuja.
In Rivers State, more than 100 pharmacies and patent drugstores have been shut down for alleged illegal operations in Port Harcourt. The Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria sealed the businesses during a routine enforcement of its regulation. Uche Okoro has details.
Just like banks, petrol stations and markets, pharmacies also provide an essential service for the society. But the government tends to pay special attention to drugstores because they have a more direct impact on the health of consumers. Due to the need to adhere to best practices, The Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria is out for enforcement. Some of the defaulters were shut down for refusing to comply with storage requirements.
Many of these premises are not registered with Pharmacists Council of Nigeria. And also, they do not have appropriate storage facilities, thus exposing medicines to adverse environmental factors that either degrade them or transform them to other biologically active substances whose actions are at variance with manufacturers' indications, thus making them unsuitable for human consumption.
The regulatory body also frowned at the wrongful sale of drugs, especially controlled medicines.
These illegal outlets do not have pharmacists to supervise the dispensing of medicines to the public. This has contributed to irrational dispensing of medicines, resulting in treatment failures and untoward effects on patients and other unsuspecting members of the public who patronize them.
For the umbrella body of pharmacists in Rivers State, government can sanitize the system with a more effective legal framework. Residents are also advised to insist on purchasing drugs from certified pharmacists.
In some countries, in Asia, there are certain things you do. You are involved in fake drugs. You'll be sentenced to death or given very severe punishment that you won't even think of trying such a thing. If that can happen here, in Nigeria, a lot of things will improve. I mean, take away the issue of is my brother. You arrest somebody and the next day someone puts a call from somewhere and says, oh, it's my brother, release him.
The good news is the council says some pharmacies and patent drug stores are making the effort to comply with the rules, but some have gone back to break the PCN seals and reopen for business. So far, 16 of these defaulters have been arrested. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
Elsewhere, armed policemen have taken over the Cross River State House of Assembly. According to reports, the policemen are drawn from the anti-kidnapping squad and regular policemen. They were also seen around the routes leading to the House of Assembly. Meanwhile, movement into the Assembly complex on Diamond Hill has been restricted. The presence of policemen followed the Federal High Court Abuja ruling on Monday, which sacked 20 lawmakers in the state for defecting from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress. In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has charged senior police officers to always commend personnel who excel in their duties. The IGP gave the charge while commending the performances of some officers and men across the state commands, particularly Sergeant Samson Ekikere, attached to 22 Police Mobile Force Ikeja Lagos, for his uncommon professionalism exhibited on the 19th March 2022 when he painstakingly recovered a wallet belonging to one Lukman Abacha and traced the owner to deliver the found item. The IGP equally commended Sergeant Yahya Ahmed, attached to Higher Sharia Court, Tundunwada Division, Gusau in Zamfara State, for rejecting the sum of 300,000 naira bribe offered him by one Chukwuka Jude, who was arrested at the same court on 18th January 2022 for the offense of false presentation and cheating by impersonation. Also commended was CSP Elemide Akinkumi, who was head of operations at the police radio. IGP Usman Baba assures the entire police workforce of sustainable efforts in improving their condition of service.